Ducks won the draw. New Jersey's got it from behind the net. Puck is frozen, and we'll get a face-off. Officials are in position, and both teams... getting ready as they get set for another face-off here. The Blackhawks will go to work here in the offensive zone. Well, this building isn't the only place that's buzzing tonight. With much more, we send it ringside to Carlin Bay.
You know what, James? The rookie is buzzing tonight, scoring his first career goal in his first NHL game, and the fans are loving it. Chell Diamond said, "This kid can hockey." James?
Love it, love it. Great moment. What a moment he'll never forget. Severson's got a hold of the puck behind his own cage. And now it's over to Holla. They've got numbers. Chicago's got possession of the puck. Taken by Khrushchev. Looking to set up offensively. Kaboom! Oh, what a hit on the ice. From the left side, they enter the attacking zone. Chicago's looking to break out. Slides the puck across to Connolly. The Devils have it from their own end. A howitzer. Oh, what a stop. Cuts into the paint. Zaka's working it around in the corner. Point shot. And he says no. Chicago's grabbed a hold of the puck. Puck scooped up by Connolly. Chicago's on the attack. Great defensive effort with the stick. Sends it ahead to York. Snaps it on net. Comes up with a monster save in front. Oh, they do it again. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Tried to connect the pass, but it doesn't go. The Devils one-on-one with the goaltender. Here we go. Scores! Wow, what a goal!
Nice hands, great finish. Little short break, and it's in the net.
And there's the final horn. The freshman sensation scores. The team wins. You didn't get that W when you scored your first goal, did you?
No, I actually had 4 points, but I was on for 4 of their goals against, too. It's kind of a mixed bag that night.
Well, you still remembered it.
Oh, you bet.
Phone lines are open and text messages already hopping away. What a job. What a performance. What a debut by the rookie. I mean, to snipe in your first NHL game, you talk about living up to the hype. There was a lot of pressure, a lot of eyeballs to see how he would respond. And to me, he passed the test with flying colors. Whatever that even means, flying colors. I'll tell you what, he aced it, love it, and I think there's a lot more and a bright, bright future ahead. Meantime, we're going to check in on some other stories going on. Show continues. Phone lines are up and running, and they are jammed up. So is the text line as well. I haven't seen it hopping like this in quite some time, and what can you say? Everybody wants to talk about the kid when he causes a hat-demonium, if you will. His first career hat trick in the NHL as he lights the lamp 3 times on the night. So good, so fast here in this league. Let's hear from you. Let's go to Boris on line 6. How are you? I would totally agree with that sentiment. All right, thanks very much for that, Sean. All right, that frees up a line. If you want to jump in here right now, we go back to Bayside. That's where we find Rebecca. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Sabalski. Thanks for having me. Yeah, it is sunny in Bayside, and I am feeling up. I mean, expectation's a funny thing, isn't it? You don't want to put too much expectation on a kid. Wow. Tonight, he completely shocked me. I was so impressed, and I mean that in the best way possible. This kid is better than I thought. I know the hype machine's been going, but he was so good. He didn't even look like a rookie tonight.
No, he didn't. This is what I loved about watching him in preseason, right? In my mind, after watching him the first night, I was like, this kid belongs. He fits here. He belongs. They're giving him a chance to run with it, and look at that. He's making the most of his minutes, much to the detriment of goaltenders around the league. What a hattie out there on this night. Okay, back to the phones we go. Good call from Rebecca here. Well, busy night in the National Hockey League. Let's see what happened elsewhere on the ice. The Hawks were hoping to take a bite out of the Devils. New Jersey played absolutely magnificent defense on the night, on the way to a shutout win. Gotta love this night for the kid as he gets credited with the game-winning goal. Here's how it sounded. Trying to make some magic happen inside the offensive end. Here's a chance. Scores! There's the rookie getting in on the action. This wasn't the only game in the league tonight. Let's get you caught up on some of the other finals. The Wild paired up with the Ducks. Anaheim turns in a defensive masterpiece in the shutout victory. The Canucks faced off with the Flyers. Vancouver pile drive their opponents with a huge offensive night. Lots more to get to on the ice. Stay with us, everybody. and that's a great point, and thank you very much for the call there, Jackson. And, you know, when you look at some of the players out there and the young players in the league that are making people take notice, I think you have to look at him and what he has done so far in his early steps in the National Hockey League. You know, up front, he's finding a way to the net. He's finding a way to engage. You know, he's also showing a two-way game. And for young players, you don't see that often. That usually takes a lot longer, and I've been really impressed from what I've seen from this young man in his early steps in his career in the National Hockey League. All right, back to the phones we go. We've got Dylan on line 5. Hey, Dylan. Was there any volatility in the standings across the NHL tonight? Well, let's take a look at some of the final scores to find out. The Ducks were on the road to take on the Flames. Calgary taps into another gear and skate away with the 2 points. The Rangers were in a dogfight on the road up against the Maple Leafs. The New York Rangers turned it up to 11 in this one and easily pick up the win. The Kraken played a game against the Flyers. Philadelphia takes this one in a tightly contested affair and the bragging rights to go with it. A very special guest drops by on the show, and we'll do that next. National Hockey League action is on the agenda tonight, courtesy of EA Sports. Hi, everybody. I'm James Cebulski, along with Ray Ferraro for this inter-conference showdown. Along the boards, they battle for the puck back and forth. The Devils have it now. Oh, scores! He's on the board!
It doesn't seem like much, James, but it's amazing at the start of a year how no goals in 3 games, 4 games, 5 games starts to weigh heavy on a player.
The Devils are back at center ice, and with it, a 1-0 lead.
You'd like to start quickly. This is about as perfectly as you can. At home, crowd behind you, and an early lead.
Vanacek's gonna smother it to get a whistle.
Can get dangerous if nobody's in control of the puck.
Lots of time left in this period. The Devils have taken a 1-0 lead. Appleton's won the draw. Well, he's calling him out now. Just tensions rising.
Didn't take much to get this heated up.
And they're going to go early here. Is this prior history?
Well, it could be, but it certainly leaks into what's going on right now. They want to get an aggressive upper hand in the game.
Oh, and down to the ice he goes.
That's the end of that spirited bout.
Ray, it looks like they're not done with each other down there.
No, they're going to bark at each other on their way to the penalty box, but into the box they go. Time to sit down.
Angles it over, and here comes the pushback.
York's ready to go. Apparently the other guy doesn't want anything to do with him. Well, that all didn't go according to plan. That's a game misconduct that's been handed out on that play.
And their first chance to use the man advantage.
Power play and penalty kill go a long way to determining what your team's going to be like. This is the power play's first chance. We'll see if they can get on the board.
And that'll put a bow on the first 20 minutes of action here tonight. We've got lots more still to come. Second period is just around the corner. Clean sheet of ice. Period 2 is set to go. And that concludes the second period of play. Still one more period of regulation time. We'll see what happens in the third next. And that's all she wrote from this one here tonight. Well, another first in history for the Seattle Kraken. The first shutout raiser and an impressive... All right, at this time, let's get you caught up on all the action on the ice tonight. The Kraken played on the road against the Devils. Seattle proves to be a little too much on this night, and they pick up the 2 points. The Sharks were hoping to come up with 2 points on the road against the Canadiens. Montreal tightened it up in their own end, and as a result, they get the payoff with a shutout win. The Isles took to the ice for a collision with the Blackhawks. The New York Islanders triumphed easily in this one. Hey, a few more hot-button issues we got to get to. It's a jam-packed show tonight. Stick around. You know, and I want to say this. I want to go back to the whole notion and the conversation about the sophomore slump. Because from what I've seen so far in his second year, that does not exist. Does not exist so far from this young forward, right? I mean, he shows up and he competes, and the consistency in his game. Look, it's a long season. I get it. And a lot can happen between now and the finish line. But to me right now, the idea of a sophomore slump, yeah, preposterous. How does that sound, all right? Is that convincing enough for you? Preposterous. I just love that word. But anyway, no sophomore slump here, okay? Let's move on. Back to the phones we go. Levi, how are you? NHL super agent Taylor Mackey joins us here on the line, who represents the hottest, most anticipated prospect in years. Taylor, give us some 411 on the kid here.
Hey, morning, James. Well, look, you may not believe this, but kids up here on Carter Lake.
What?
Playing pickup, yeah, with a bunch of other kids. Just, it's a beautiful day.
Pricey pond hockey you got going there.
Yeah, I suppose it is. But look, that's how much this kid loves the game, man.
Well, just safety first up there. Now,
of course.
I got to ask you, we've seen the scouting reports, we've seen the highlights, but we know about the player. But tell me more about the person. What's this rookie really like?
Yeah, sure, James. Let's begin by telling your listeners at home the kid's name.